And one last thing, Bruce Pascoe has finally responded. Oh, it's ugly. Now, I've been amazed how for years this white man managed to get away with claiming to be Aboriginal, a member of 3 tribes no less, when senior representative of all 3 tribes says not. His genealogical records says 100% not of Aboriginal descent, English, Cornish. But Pascoe still has powerful supporters in the establishment. Melbourne University still pays him as a professor of Indigenous agriculture, although it now, interestingly, doesn't call him Aboriginal. And 2 Victorian government departments actually fund an internet discussion forum on cities, which Pascoe last week used to smear the Aboriginal groups which called him out. Smeared them as tools of fascists and colonialists, and not once did he say, and by the way, this is my Aboriginal ancestor. Just smears.
My name's Bruce Pascoe. I'm a Yuin Bunurong Tasmanian man. When we criticise the oppressor, there's always a kickback. And one of the great tools of colonialism is to make people afraid to identify and to make the Indigenous community become gatekeepers amongst themselves. And so the work of the oppressor is done by the oppressed. And fascist leaders all around the world have done this repeatedly.
Forget abuse, Bruce, just give us the facts. And Pascoe used similar smears to attack 2 left-wing academics, Peter Sutton and Karen Walsh, who've just written a book confirming what I've said for a couple of years. Bruce Pascoe's best-selling book, Dark Emu, taught in schools, makes completely false claims based on false sources that Aborigines were actually farmers.
In my book, Dark Emu, I talk about the fact that the first white entrants into country saw these houses. They saw villages. They saw villages that could accommodate 1,000 people. And this is now being repudiated by Australian right-wing academics.
Or abuse. There is no evidence of how villages of 1,000 people, that's made up. But right-wing academics, these are in fact left-wing academics whose book was published by the left-wing Melbourne University Press of the university that stupidly hired Pascoe in the first place. There was only one admission to the overwhelming evidence that Pascoe is a fake Aborigine pushing a fake history based on fake evidence.
My family has links to Aboriginal families, but in terms of, say, a blood quantum in America, it wouldn't cut it.
And again, he doesn't name this Aboriginal ancestor because it doesn't exist. And it wouldn't cut it, his claims, because this man is a fake. And the Victorian government and Melbourne University should stop supporting this fake and this fraud with your money.